Welcome back to Couch Collectibles, guys. I'm here at a coin show in Cincinnati, Ohio. We got John Roberts here from Anacs, the grading company. I know you guys always comment below and ask about grading and how that all works, and we're gonna get more into that throughout this video, so let's just hop into it. Can you talk about, like, if one of my subscribers were to send in, like, say they think they have a double die penny or, you know, any type of error coin, like, what would the process be like? Do you have to have a membership to Anacs? Is it a one-time fee? Or?
Anacs is open. Anyone could submit to it. There's no membership fees. It's just a matter of submitting the coin. You can submit it a number of major shows. You can go online to our website, anacs.com, and download a submission form. And the process is all very user-friendly. It's fairly well explained. If you're unfamiliar with what a double die is, I would strongly suggest you do a little reading first. The Cherry Picker's Guide to Rare Varieties, Rare Die Varieties by Bill Fiba and J.T. Stanton. The back of that book has a whole section devoted to trying to explain the difference between legitimate die doubling and other forms of doubling that might be deceptive. If you're comfortable with what you've got in front of you after you've done a little bit of study, by all means, feel free to send it in, particularly if you have other coins that you want graded as well. Just to send a single coin is a little prohibitive. The cost of shipping is usually more than the cost of actual grading and attribution. But if you have a number of pieces and you think you have a new double die or something like that in there, you throw that in and we'll take a look at it for you. Try to give particularly new collectors a little bit of guidance. What I would most strongly recommend is that you hit a major show where we're set up and where we've got a grader there that can look at it. And it's part of the reason why I come to shows like this is I sit and talk to the public and do things like that and use some of my expertise to guide collectors. It's, you know, one of the things we don't want to do is do a bunch of coins that aren't worth doing, because that leaves a negative impression in the collector's mind, and I'd rather have a lifelong customer than get one submission that, you know, I just took your money.
And that is actually key, because I have seen from other grading services and just people in general, a lot of people, especially newer people, when they get in the hobby, they see what these high MS coins sell for,
right? And
they go and they take uncirculated rolls, pull the nicest looking one out, and they send it off. Well, your chance of getting a top pop grade from just a regular roll you've got laying around your house, you have a better chance of hitting the Powerball, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But so I see these people wasting $32.
There's a general rule of thumb here, and I need to impress this on people. I've said it over and over again. It sounds stupid, but it's true. Rare coins are rare. Rare coins are rare.
So, like, how long would it typically take? Like, say a customer sends in, you know, 5 or 10 coins. Like, is that like a 2-week process? Or?
It depends on the speed of service that's selected. You know, value of the coin comes into play. The higher the value of the coin, the less time that we want to have it in our possession. You know, there's a liability involved there. So depending on your speed of service, you know, you're maybe looking at 1 business week or a month. You know, and for some of the less expensive coins, it might be a couple of months. It depends on how many coins we have in hand at the time. But for most stuff, you're probably looking at 2 or 3 weeks. For
2 or 3 weeks?
The typical coins that most people would submit, you're probably looking at 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay. And so say, like, you're an experienced collector, you know you have a valuable coin, you want to send it in just to get that grade. Like, how would you recommend sending it in? Like, I know a lot of people are like, well, if I got a valuable coin, like, how would I package it properly to send to those guys? Like, what if it gets lost or something like that?
Really, the best thing to do is, you know, our company does a number of shows throughout the region, all over the country. Go to one of the local shows. You can go on anacs.com, and there's a whole list of shows that we attend. Like I said, we have regional reps all over the company. If there's a show in your area, you can place it in the hands of one of our representatives at a show, that you don't have to worry about it being lost in the shipment to the company. And from that point on, it's it's our risk to have the piece, and then we'll take it back to our offices, we'll evaluate it, encapsulate it, and securely send it back to you. Until you sign for it back at your own home, we're at risk for that coin. So it really is the safest way to drop it at a show. There are other ways of sending it in. FedEx does a good job, UPS does a good job. Registered mail is about as safe as you can get. There are areas that even that can be challenging, but we're just not in the habit of losing coins. It's bad for business.
Yeah, it's very bad for business.
It's bad for
none of your coin grading companies are in the habit of losing coins.
No,
that's just
bad. All of our competitors do the same sort of thing. One of the other things that you can do too is, and this is true for not just Anacs, but our major competitors as well. There are a number of coin dealers that routinely submit to all of the major services, and if you have a coin dealer in your area that you trust, that's also another way that they'll give you some guidance on how to ship the coin, and it's in their interest as well to make sure that the coin gets to grading, because if you're in an area where there's not a lot of coin collectors, that one dealer that is in your area is probably be interested in what comes back once it is graded. A lot of this information is also available on our website, Anacs.com. I'm going to keep plugging it.
Links down below in the description.
Oh yeah. Make sure you look down in the description. I will have a link to Anacs, so that you can just click directly on the link and go right to their website. I know Justin's in camera as well. There's Justin Couch Collectibles. You can watch the same video over there on his channel. You can find the link down there as well. You want to see something funny? I sold him a coin just a little bit ago. It's the only coin I sold him today. Take a look at the holder it's in.
Hey, look at this. So this is one of our new generation holders. We started doing these, I want to say 2006, 2007. Not everyone's happy with the lovely golden color. Some people miss the blue. But these holders, unlike some of their predecessors, stand up to an awful lot of abuse. You can throw these things around and they have a tendency not to break. You really have to hit these pretty hard to get them to pop open.
And they don't scratch up as much as the other ones do, in my opinion.
Some of the batches we've had problems with, but we've tried to work a lot of that out. So if you have problems with an Anacs holder, just show them to us, and we'll try to take care of it. If you have older generation holders, feel free to bring them into the show, and we can redo these. Nice looking 22D.
Oh, it's the details pointing.
Yeah. Some of the top of the market people want to go with one of the other services, but most of the market lies in the middle.
Yep.
And for those coins in the middle, Anacs is probably your best choice for what you're paying to have a coin put in a holder versus the difference that you might get for a PCGS holder. The profit margin that you make off of an Anacs holder versus what you're sinking into having the plastic put on it makes sense for the average collector.
Yes.
All right, John, well, thank you for being on the video on Couch Collectibles. I appreciate your time. Dustin, thank you. Appreciate your time as well. And we're just going to keep continuing this video for the rest of the coin show. Now, unfortunately, I could not get any more footage of the coin show. I did miss day 2 of the coin show. I wanted to get so much more footage for you guys, but it was an awesome experience. I definitely recommend you guys go to Anacs.com if you guys want to get your coins graded. So hopefully this video helped out with some of that. And until tomorrow, I will see you all for another video. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.